After 3 years of adjustments, accommodations, and rearrangements, it's time for professional surfing to return to the familiar.
That's a classic Bells Bowl wave right there.
This is a heat for the ages.
Wow. The state of Victoria erupts.
Here in Wotherun country, nothing compares to a cold morning. The sun rising out beyond the Winky Pop button, revealing Southern Ocean swell lines marching into the famous Bells Bowl. Now in its 59th edition, as the Rip Curl Pro commences, the world feels back on track. This year, winning the bell will mean more than ever. The mid-season cut is closing in, with waning chances for surfers to save themselves on tour. With 9 past bell ringers in the draw, veterans look to stamp their name on the bell one more time, and contenders hope to cement their place in history. At the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, you've got to win it to ring it.
We are gathered here at Durack. Durack is the traditional name of Bells Beach.
Just over an hour from Melbourne in the state of Victoria, the beach town of Torquay is home to Australia's surfing mecca, Bells Beach. Every Easter, this small beach town comes alive for the longest running surf competition, the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach.
It truly feels like the backbone of surfing. It's been there before any other event on the calendar, and it's still going.
It's not a wave that you can just come here and just paddle out and rip apart. You know, it takes a while to figure it out.
You've got a canvas out on the bowl that's unlike any other on tour. You have an opportunity to go and paint the most amazing picture for the fans on the hill.
The world's best male and female surfers gather here to compete for the most coveted trophy in professional surfing.
Honestly, it's the only trophy I want. It's the only trophy I want to win.
I gotta ring the bigger bell now. I got the small one, but I gotta go for the big one.
Tradition runs deep at Bells, from the sport's most historic trophy to the iconic staircase stamped with the names of past winners.
Knowing that every great has come through, it's what everyone fights for, what everyone dreams about.
I want my name on the stairs as well. I'll do everything I can, everything that's under my control, I'm gonna do it to win it.
It's epic out there.
We're on!
Bells Beach is stop 4 on the WSL Championship Tour.
It's definitely yellow.
The women's rankings feature Costa Rica's Brisa Hennessy in first place. Hawaiian Carissa Moore and American Lakey Peterson are tied for second.
Brisa Hennessy is the winner of the Hurley Pro and #1 in the world.
Brisa Hennessy earned the rankings lead by winning the Hurley Pro Sunset Beach.
I mean, I never would have thought that I would be wearing yellow. Seriously, I could never even dreamed about this moment. Seriously.
Coming from falling off tour to barely, re-qualifying the year prior and, being on this journey, it's a lot, I think.
Even with a disappointing 9th place finish in Portugal, Hennessy managed to hold on to the yellow leader's jersey.
I'm trying not to think about the pressures of the yellow jersey. It's definitely a pinch myself moment still, for sure.
On the men's side, Japan's Kanoa Igarashi is the first on the rankings, followed by American Kelly Slater and Hawaiian Baron Mamiya.
Igarashi will lock in. What a great performance for the man who's on top of the leaderboard.
Igarashi's performance at the Portugal Pro launched him all the way to first place.
I guess growing up watching, Kelly, Mick, and all those guys wearing yellow jerseys, it was just so prestigious and so special. It's an honor to be wearing it. Kind of give me a boost of confidence and kind of just turn me on to that, I guess world title mode.
Surfers might be falling off the championship tour.
Really important round with the mid-year cut.
Everybody can feel it, knowing that their job could be on the line.
I know what I got to do. There's a time limit.
The most exciting schedule innovation this year is the mid-season cut. After 5 events, the championship tour competitors are reduced by 1/3 to the top 22 men and 10 women.
The pressure is on. The mid-year cut has been proving difficult for a lot of surfers.
It's an uncomfortable feeling like they've never felt.
Those who fail to make the cut are immediately relegated to the Challenger Series. With only 2 events left before the mid-season cut, every heat is a must-win situation.
Four-time Bells champ, three-time world champ, now a wild card once again, Mick Fanning. This is how it all began for you. You're a wild card, just like you started back in 2001. How different does it feel?
Yeah, it's a big 360, but I guess on the feeling side of it, a lot older.
Mick Fanning himself is perhaps the greatest Bells story of all time. In 2001, Fanning's professional career began with a wild card entry into the Rip Curl Pro.
To be in the final, going for a bell, I'm just stoked.
As a 19-year-old kid, Mick shocked the world by winning his first CT event.
I think Mick Fanning is the greatest Bells surfer, period. His winning percentage is better than Kelly's. His consistency, even just focusing on the last decade, is better than anybody on tour.
For everyone else in the draw, there's not a scarier person that you could invite to come and surf in this contest. But at Bells Beach, Mick is kind of like Kelly Slater at Pipeline. You know, he's going to be a threat here for another 10 years. He just knows this wave so well.
After 17 years, Fanning retired, bookending his iconic career at Bells Beach.
It's been an amazing career. I want to thank everyone along the way.
And now he's back. He's accepting this wild card at a wave that means a whole lot to him.
Mick, are the nerves kicking in? Are you putting some expectation on yourself for this event?
Not really, to be honest. Yeah, it just feels so comfortable on this wave. It's something that I enjoy and I look forward to each and every year to coming down. It's great to be back and I'm excited to see if we can get some really good waves on the bowl.
Stay in your lane, though.
Yeah.
Please get out here, but from what I know, your positioning, your speed is everything you need right now.
Yeah.
The moment we've been waiting for, Mick Fanning back on the bowls. He takes on Kanoa Igarashi.
Give it to him, mate.
Nice lively Mick Fanning hack to start. Around the corner, draws that rail back into the power source.
This is pure Mick Fanning.
The state of Victoria erupts. Igarashi chasing down a layback hack. Crowd's getting even louder because Fanning's approaching.
Mick just absolutely wailing this thing. And is he going to ride out of this? He is.
Kanoa needs an 8.94.
He's going to go.
He's going to go.
Yep, Kanoa Igarashi into the pocket, a huge jam. It's going to close out here. He's going to go big. You reckon he's pretty happy?
An 8-point ride, not enough. Fanning takes out world number one.
Yeah, look, it was fun. You want to go out there and surf heats, exchange for exchange, and that's what happened, so it was good.
With that type of performance, you thinking about bell number 5?
I'm thinking about getting some air. I'm gassed. This old boy ain't fit.
Coming up next, it's the men's round of 32, and the Bells Bowl lights up.
The rookie stepping up here and really taking it to John Florence.
On the outside though, Florence, big transition snap there, climbs the roof, just possesses so much power.
Welcome back to the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. The men's round of 32 is on, and Brazilian Felipe Toledo faces wildcard Mikey Wright.
Mikey goes really high off the top of the wave, then crushes the pocket. Off the bottom again, he draws more of a layback carve. And now driving into the inside section, closeout complete for Mikey.
You know, Mikey is having one heck of a heat.
Toledo chasing a 917. There's an aggressive forehand carve. Drills it again. Looking for a good closeout section. Toledo stays on his feet. His best wave so far.
You gotta love it when this man's on fire. He is unstoppable, and he needs like a 6. Now it's decision time.
And this wave is looking incredible. Toledo under priority. First turn, snap into the drift. One more off the coping. Drive start off the bottom. Big fan for Toledo. He hangs on. Toledo is feeling incredible that he'll be moving on to the next round.
I want my name on the stairs as well, and I want to ring that bell, so I'll do everything I can. Everything that's under my control, I'm going to do it to win it.
As the round of 32 continues, two-time world champion John Florence takes on rookie Joao Chianca.
As we see John Florence in Heat 7 getting things started up against Joao Chianca. And what a combination on the outside. Can he get the finish? He does. Oh, here we go. Chianca up now. This guy is surfing so fast at the moment through transition.
Absolutely incredible. This is great to see the rookie stepping up here and really taking it to John Florence.
On the outside though, Florence with a big section. Big transition snap there. Climbs the roof. Great lip line float to project back out onto the open face. Now goes to that trademark layback that just possesses so much power.
And when John Florence reacts like that after a wave, you know that he is absolutely stoked with what's going on.
Come on, John! Oh, here we go. Chianca up now.
He's going to fight back.
Needs to, and this wave has to count. He has to go excellent with this one. Needs to break combination on this wave, and he climbs up into the pocket one more time.
He's just trying to push it past the point.
What a heat, Rich. That was all time.
That might feel like a loss, but it's a win in terms of performance.
It's amazing. I've had a couple heats with him at Pipe now and then out here, and he just, no matter what the waves are like, he's just ripping.
The rookie currently sits on the bubble and needs a big result at the next event to make the mid-season cut.
Try to not lose my faith at all. I had the best board under my feet. I had I don't know, it's just never give up, you know.
Another standout rookie on the men's side is Australian Callum Robson.
Callum Robson, 21, I'm from Evans Head.
He just came from nowhere. He's a blue-collar surfer from a really sleepy little town on the east coast of Australia.
For him, he's really embracing that dark horse, working man's hero. I think surfing loves it.
The one thing that I did know about Callum is that he doesn't hold back.
Callum Robson up and riding.
Callum should be sponsored by UPS. He is packing it out there. This guy charges. He looks fearless to me. I'm an instant fan.
He knows that he belongs. He's got the confidence in himself.
I've built up and started to get a good understanding of how to manage my nerves and how to manage the situation and bring the best out of myself when things count. So if I can just keep doing that, I think I'm going to go just fine.
Competition moves into the round of 16, and Robson faces four-time world champion Mick Fanning.
You live these moments when you're an aspiring pro surfer, and it's become a reality for this guy.
This marks Fanning's 100th CT heat at Bells.
And as we speak, White Lightning's in motion. Hard off the bottom, nice trim of the top turn, rides away without a problem.
He is really impressive. Here we go, fight back from Callum Robson.
Underlip speed turn for Callum. Into the open face, draws that carb early. Then belts the lip line. Final move for the rookie, stays on his feet.
He doesn't seem to be fazed by his opponent here and the task at hand. Big wave out the back for Mick Fanning. A great opening maneuver. The second one, leaning into it. One of the bigger waves of the heat so far. And another roundhouse cutback with the rebound off the foam. Whoa, crunch time. Under a minute to go.
When I seen that wave coming, I took a deep breath and just went, all right, this is my shot.
Callum looking to come back here, right back into a solid rapid cutback. And he'll be taking this one all the way down to Winky Pop, celebrating the rookie letting go of a big roar to the fans there at Bells. Will this be enough to see him into the quarterfinals? Numbers dropping in for Callum Robson. He gets it, a 7.77 to turn it on one of the all-time greats at Bells.
Wow.
Callum Robson, the man that took down everyone's hero, Mick Fanning, on the final wave, surfing the heat of his life.
Mick's run at Bells is over. For Fanning, this could be his last walk up the Bells stairs in a jersey.
It's been a really different Bells to me. I've really enjoyed it, and yeah, the support from everyone's been great.
Veteran Owen Wright currently sits in 31st on the rankings. The Australian needs a big result to make the mid-season cut.
Something's missing for him at the moment, and it's not the surfing. I think it's up here. The pressure is on the mid-year cut.
Big backhand hack with the airdrop. Owen Wright fights for the finish, and he gets it.
Bells Beach, it felt like he reclaimed some of the performance. It felt like he got some of that mental edge back.
Wright performs under pressure and advances to the quarterfinals.
Bit emotional. Haven't passed that round for a while.
Fellow Australian Jack Robinson is also in danger of not making the cut.
Sitting 18th in the world, crucial performance for him.
Oh, yeah. That's a finishing move.
And results are in. Jack Robinson with the win.
I'm not really thinking too much, just staying in my time and in my zone, so yeah.
Coming up next, it's the women's turn to take on the Bells Bowl, and Tyler Wright is back on track.
She's been out with injury and illness, and it's been hard to watch her kind of struggle to find her form again.
It's been 4 years since I've put the jersey on here and walked down those stairs.
Welcome back to the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. For rookie India Robinson, competing against the world's best surfers at Bells Beach is a dream come true.
My name is India Robinson and I am from Jan Juk, which is 5 minutes down the road from Bells and Winky. I came down here at a really young age. Surfing Victoria got me involved with the board caddying gig, so every year I'd come down and hold the boards for everyone.
All the kids here are from the Torquay area. They get to do a bit of caddying. And India, why did Kelly make that switch?
He wasn't liking the thruster, so he changed to his quad fin.
India, good job.
Thank you.
There she is, India.
In the opening round, India takes on France's Joanne Defay and rookie Luana Silva.
This is a pretty special moment for India Robinson, from board caddy when she was a little kid to getting her chance to shine on the world stage. She gets the massive blowtail. That was a 6.50. This is Joanne Defay up and riding. She's going to just get herself a huge score here. She'll be way out in front.
An 8.5. India Robinson secures that second place finish.
India advances with a strong showing in the opening round. Seven-time world champion Stephanie Gilmore got off to a slow start this season. The Australian is on the bubble and is in danger of not making the mid-season cut.
So many of our established tour veterans are on the wrong end of the cut line, and they're digging deep, aren't they?
I mean, everyone's kind of like freaking out about this mid-year cut thing right now. We'll see people really rise to the occasion, and some people will just crumble under the pressure, and that's sport.
Steph is the most consistent surfer that's ever come through Bells on the women's side, at least in modern surfing.
Stephanie Gilmore takes her 4th bell.
4 bells to her name, the highest heat win percentage in the women's field overall. Steph Gilmore surfing Bells is classic. It's stylish and it's graceful. It's the surfer that we all want to see out there when it's really good.
As competition moves into the round of 16, Gilmore's tour hopes are on the line as she faces rookie India Robinson.
India Robinson, number 8 in the world, actually seated higher than a 7-time world champ Stephanie Gilmore in this match. And the 4-time Bells champ lights it up.
India Robinson, she had priority. Steph could see that that was going to line up, double up on the inside, and she's going to make India pay for this.
6.83 for Gilmore under priority. Rookie on tour, India Robinson, frontside swoop on the open face.
Great comeback wave from India Robinson.
She gets the lead off Steph Gilmore. The Victorians are getting on their feet.
My community, they'll be down here, they'll be loud. You'll hear them from a mile away.
No one can outflow Stephanie Gilmore. She was just looking so smooth.
Scores are in for Gilmore. She gets the lead right back. What a great heat with multiple lead changes. Great showcase of talent from India as well.
She should hold her head high. That was a great performance.
When you're making the cut, you're a fan of the cut. When you're not making the cut, you hate the cut. I can't really think about that when I'm surfing my heat, so I just have to paddle out there and do my best surfing. The wave choice was so good, and I was like, oh, can't beat the locals and that stuff, that's cool. Good surfing.
time for the quarterfinals for the women, with Sally Fitzgibbons taking on Courtney Conlogue in quarterfinal number 1.
Lots on the line. They need to get above that cut line. They're way down there.
If Courtney gets the opportunity to unleash on big, solid bells, she's going to be unstoppable.
Courtney, one of the most powerful women on the tour, just slicing through the perfect line.
Scores in for Sally Fitzgibbons' first ride, 5.9.
There was just a bit more commitment to the turns on Courtney's ride.
And she's up again, beautiful looking wall.
Gets the power in the bottom turn, waits for the moment, and now explodes through the turn.
The 7.9 is not to be scoffed at, and it has put Sally in a really tricky position. Then Courtney goes on to the semi-finals, an important result for both these competitors.
I have a lot of love for her and respect, and we work really hard, and we've been on tour for a long time. You know, I needed this result to keep myself alive on tour. Sometimes it sucks to have a big heart, but it's a good thing.
For two-time world champion Tyler Wright, it's been a long road to recovery since contracting post-viral syndrome in 2018.
The amount of excruciating pain my whole body was in is something I've never felt before.
Arms, legs, hard to catch.
Tyler's had a rough couple of years. She's been out with injury and illness, and it's been hard to watch her kind of struggle to find her form again. Coming into this event, for the first time, we're really seeing her come back to life. She got her family behind her, she got her fiance by her side, and her surfing and her health just seems to finally be peaking back to what we know of Tyler Wright, the world champion, the two-time world champion.
Preparing feels almost kind of like myself again. It's been 4 years since I've put the jersey on here and walked down those stairs. As someone that truly appreciates this wave and this place and the country that we're on, it's the only event I want to win.
Quarterfinals underway for the women. Tyler Wright and Bronte McCauley will go at it for a place in the semi-finals. The winner will take on Courtney Conlogue. Bronte getting things started here.
Great technique here.
Big opportunity now for Tyler to get herself into a good position in this heat.
And she'll go to that trademark layback hack time and time again because she knows it gets good points. I like that one.
Tyler Wright's last wave in the excellent range at 8.17.
That's what the true champions do. If you want to ring this bell, you need to attack, and you need to attack every section. Wow, dropping the huge 9-point ride here. Bronte McCauley in combination.
An amazing heat score total again from Tyler Wright.
To be surfing like this here, it feels really emotional and really connected, and beyond grateful for everyone that's put in the hard work with us to get me back here.
Tyler is so hungry to win bells. It's the only mainstay Australian event that she hasn't taken out a victory in, and I think she's going to actually be really dangerous now coming into finals day.
Coming up next, the pressure builds as the men's quarterfinals get underway. Welcome back to the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach.
Running out for the next quarter-final, it's Callum Robson. Good luck, mate. Great to have you in the quarters. He's up against Miguel Pupo.
In the first quarterfinal, Brazilian Miguel Pupo's last wave wasn't enough to overtake rookie Callum Robson.
Big belt there, Pupo celebrates.
Last of Miguel Pupo, a 5.4. That was not the score.
Robson survives an incredibly close decision.
The rookie advances to the semifinals.
I feel like I'm just getting better and better, so hopefully tomorrow we get some waves and yeah, it should be a good show.
Ethan Ewing also claimed a spot in the semifinals after eliminating fellow Australian Owen Wright.
Ethan's just on at the moment. You just can't deny it. Ethan's just dropped the bomb, an 8.83, and that means Owen's now back in combination.
For Wright, his quarterfinal finish moved him 8 spots up on the rankings and closer to surviving the mid-season cut.
The quarterfinals getting underway. Take a big breath, everyone. This is going to be a fantastic clash. Felipe Toledo taking on John Florence. Toledo will already seize the yellow jersey, but John Florence has a chance to maybe knock him out of the contest here and go on to win and get in it himself. Getting things started early, Toledo. Nice, clean swoop off the bottom. Steep section here, and he hammers the section. So swift in transition through that carb, and again leans on the rail hard, and he hammers it.
Oh, here we go. Here goes Johnny.
Big hammer to get going. Clean lay back to slide, and somehow gets his board back on top of the section. So a fantastic response when the pressure was on. Felipe Toledo kicked off with a near-perfect 9.63.
This turn is absolutely learning.
An 8.43 for Florence, a fantastic response. Felipe Toledo is just taken a 4, and that opens the door for John Florence. Drifts that tail over the foam, goes into the rotation. Aggressive turn, but just gets a little caught up in the white water. Meanwhile, on the outside, Toledo up again. Needs a 5.13, lining up this section for something big. He's going to go to the rail, big slice off the top. Clean finish for Toledo as John makes his way through to this end section. Looks like he's going to go for something big. Goes for the huge reverse, and it's not going to work out for him. A very complete performance, and Toledo still in the hunt for his first Big Bells trophy.
And a big happy birthday to you, of course. How special was it coming out of lineup and having some of your fans sing to you in Portuguese?
Oh, it was amazing. I wish I was home with the family, my kids. Damn. But special moment for sure. I love my family, love you guys, and yeah, it means a lot to me.
The quarterfinals continue, and Australian Jack Robinson takes on 2019 world champion Italo Ferreira.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, Italo. Big section in front of him, off the bottom. Lines it up again. Look at this section here, up through the lip, smacks it. Italo sticking with it, up through the lip. He has gone big on that.
Jack Robinson with a lot of foam on the face. Needs a 4.91. Punches out the lip line. Maybe one more if he can get there. A big flow, Robinson. And now with priority, Italo setting up that backhand wrap. The 2019 world champ goes straight up in the pocket. Stays on his feet. Solid performance for Ferreira into the final minute. Last wave of the heat. Robinson going for broke here. Beautiful carve, using a lot of space. Goes up vertical with the drift, and he nails it. There's the horn. Winding up for a finish. Jack Robinson rides away clean.
Oh, wow, what a finish.
Italo still waiting for his number, and then Jack with the answer. For judges to take this long, that means it's incredibly close.
Last of black, Italo, a 6.7. Now, okay, last of red, Jack Robbo, a 7.0. Flips it again. Jack Robbo wins.
Ah, come on! Yes! Come on, bro!
Coming up next, we crown a women's champion.
Courtney Conlogue is so consistent at Bells. She's got 3 victories here.
Awesome opening blow from Tyler Wright. A great variety of maneuvers on that ride.
It was hectic heat for first thing in the morning.
Welcome back to the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. Earlier in the quarterfinals, reigning world champion Carissa Moore moved one step closer to ringing her 4th bell.
She got 3 Very strong turns on that outside bowl.
She hasn't made it past the quarter since 2016, so a great result.
A strong showing from Tyler Wright earned the Australian a spot in the semi-finals.
She's had a few really standout moments so far, but for her, she's gonna now need to build on that and start to back it up if she wants to be in that world title conversation again coming into the end of this year overall.
With back-to-back world title wins in 2016 and 2017, Tyler Wright was cemented as one of the elite surfers on the women's tour.
Tyler Wright is your 2016 world champion.
I won.
Tyler Wright has gone back-to-back and is your 2017 world champion.
In mid-2018, Wright contracted influenza A, which kicked off a years-long battle with post-viral syndrome.
The amount of excruciating pain my whole body was in is something I've never felt before. So many days it's like I can't get back up anymore. It took a lot to come back. One, physically, but two, and most importantly, psychologically.
I think for a while there, she was in a really dark space. She probably felt so isolated from everything and everyone.
After a year and a half away, she entered the 2019 Maui Pro as a wild card.
There is one more heat in 2019. Tyler Wright taking on Stephanie Gilmore in the final of the Lululemon Maui Pro.
To keep surfing heats, you know, it's not what it's all about, but it's great. It's a great part of it.
Maui was a big step for Tyler, but a full recovery was still years in the making. This season, Wright is finally back to 100%.
I've put a lot of work into this year. This is the first time I've actually feel ready and fresh, and beyond grateful to feel this sort of joy to a job that I've had for 10 years. Competing-wise, I've never been more excited.
Good morning. It's an exciting day. Courtney Conlogue would have been the earliest woman here before a 7 a.m. heat. Tyler Wright showed up around 6 a.m.
The semifinals get underway and Tyler faces American Courtney Conlogue.
Courtney Conlogue is so consistent at Bells. She's got 3 victories here. Tyler is so hungry to win Bells. It's the only mainstay Australian event that she hasn't taken out a victory in.
Great start.
There's the patented Tyler layback.
And here we go, Courtney up and riding on this one. Is it around again for a sharper second, and what she got for a third one puts it up there straight through the lip. Last of red, a 6.4 of Tyler. You're chasing a 7.01.
Big hack under the lip, looking to set up his second turn, throws it up, just swooping, cut back.
Scores are in from Tyler, a 7.33 and the lead. Tyler Wright takes the big win, and she's into the final.
That was beautiful. You surfed your way back into the rhythm.
Yeah. It was tough. It was back and forth the whole time, so hectic heat for first thing in the morning.
Tyler Wright through to the finals at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. Carissa Moore and Brisa Hennessy for the second semi-finals.
Carissa's the one to beat. She's matching up against the yellow jersey with Brisa Hennessy. Carissa, though, she's got that opportunity to take it away.
Carissa Moore, the only surfer in the last decade to go 3 in a row with Bells titles.
Great looking set for her to get her campaign underway.
Here we go, Brisa Hennessy, straight up through the lip.
Oh, Carissa, huge turn to start her wave up. Carissa Moore through to the finals.
Hey, great job, Carissa. Your third final matchup against Tyler Wright here at Bells.
Tyler's in form. She's really fired up. She looks like the one to beat this event. No matter what, I get to ring a little bell today, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Australian Tyler Wright faces Hawaiian Carissa Moore in the final.
Carissa is currently the #1 surfer in the world. She is the one to beat. Tyler's had a rough couple of years. She's been out with injury and illness, and her surfing and her health just seems to finally be peaking back to what we know of Tyler Wright, the 2-time world champion. Getting the first wave underway. Nice tail slide to start off.
Awesome opening blow. Carissa's opening ride stretches right out on the face, and you can just see the timing. It's slightly off compared to Tyler's opening ride. Just a little hung up on the final hit there.
one huge carve to start this one off and puts it up there for that trademark carve.
Tyler Wright has locked in her 6th excellent score with an 8-point ride. Carissa Moore not going to go down easy though.
An incredible campaign from Carissa Moore, but it is going to be Tyler Wright's day.
And there we have it, your 2022 Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach champion, Tyler Wright.
I cannot put into words just yet what this means. It's been a long 4 years. There's been multiple times where I've just wanted to give up, and it's just not worth putting in the effort to get back to this sort of form. And it is more than a win. It's the only event that I've ever really wanted to win. I'm pretty over the moon.
Your champion of the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, Tyler Wright.
Tyler Wright's win at Bells is a big comeback story. The performance at Bells was a true return to competitive form. Yeah, when she's in that space, she's just so dominant. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyler went on a bit of a roll now.
With the win, Tyler Wright moves up to 2nd place, and Carissa Moore takes the rankings lead as the tour heads to Western Australia. Coming up next, we crown a men's champion.
To the ball. There's not much on the horizon. Looks like he's going to ring the bell for the first time.
Welcome back to the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. Earlier in the quarterfinals, rookie Callum Robson continued his impressive run through the draw.
Robson survives an incredibly close decision.
I feel like I'm just getting better and better, so hopefully tomorrow we get some waves and yeah, it should be a good show.
And a strong showing earned Brazilian Felipe Toledo a spot in the semifinals.
Felipe Toledo kicked off with a near-perfect 9.63.
This turn is absolutely learning.
How special was it coming out of lineup and having some of your fans sing to you in Portuguese?
Oh, it was amazing. I wish I was home with the family, my kids. Damn, special moment for sure. I love my family, love you guys, and yeah, it means a lot to me.
Brazilian Felipe Toledo is a proven winner on the championship tour. However, success comes with sacrifice. As one of the few fathers on the championship tour, Felipe Toledo appreciates every minute he gets to spend at home with his family.
Being 100% parent, you know, when I'm home, and 100% professional surfer and Felipe Toledo when I'm away, that's one really hard thing to do.
Ele como pai é cara assim que ele faz o trabalho dele de ser pai e isso me deixa cada vez mais apaixonada porque é cara exemplar assim.
It's amazing how dominant he is in certain waves. He is almost unbeatable at times.
When he's on in conditions like this, he's the best surfer in the world. Felipe Toledo is going to fall out of the title race.
I had an amazing year, you know, without my family. And
with multiple title campaigns coming up short in the past, 2022 is a chance to redefine his legacy with a maiden world title.
That's the goal, going for the title. Excited with the new calendar. And the WSL finals at Trestles again. It's going to be amazing, and yeah, I'm stoked.
Gear up, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a treat. Two of the form surfers meeting in semi-final one.
As the semi-finals get underway, Felipe faces Australian Ethan Ewing.
Toledo, he pulls the trigger. It's a smaller ride, but he'll attack it. So swift in that rotation, goes to another one, and just so on this morning. That number, a 6-point ride. Felipe just unleashes. Here he is working one over. And this is really just great small wave surfing. Ethan, I thought this was a great turn in a tricky situation. Flared it up and really climbed nicely up into the foam. So he broke combination, but it was just a 3.43.
Here goes Toledo from deep, deep inside.
He has gifted him a bit of an opportunity here. Ethan's got to surf out of his skin. The crowd right behind him. The Australian, he's going to go down on that first float, and the Brazilians start to celebrate Toledo. It looks like he's going to be chasing another Bells win here.
In semi-final 2, rookie Callum Robson takes on Australian Jack Robinson.
The surfer from Evans Head has a good-looking wall standing up here, drives up into the lip, mixing things up, just relying on those rails again. Couple of variations of top turns and a good finish there.
His adaptation to Rincon is superb. You'd think he'd been surfing it all his life. This young guy from Evans Head, he blew that one up.
Unbelievable recovery. As we see Jack Robinson now trying to fight his way into the lead. After a 6.37 out of this ride, he brings it through to the inside, gets a good finish. For Robinson, it came through at a 6, not enough. And he is shattered. But Callum Robson, he's going to survive here. And in his rookie year, he's going to make a CT final here at Bells Beach in his first effort.
The stage is set as we prepare for a big men's final. Felipe Toledo taking on Callum Robson for a chance to ring one of the most iconic trophies in the game. As we catch up to Toledo in motion off the bottom, beautiful fan of spray. Now roller coastering down the line, looking for the alley-oop. He'll get that there. Plenty of speed to burn through the inside. Why not rotate the other way?
Amazing stuff here from Felipe Toledo. We knew it was going to happen. We knew it was coming.
As we've got Callum Robson. Crushes it vertically. He's on a roll. Robson drives off the bottom and crushes another big off the top. Back to Toledo. Here comes the pond. Big full road. Current world #1 and now a champion at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, Felipe Toledo. An emotional moment for Felipe. He gets choked up when he talks about his family that are back home watching.
You now got a big bell for your trophy room. How do you feel right now?
Oh man, best feeling in the world. Best birthday present, man. Can't complain. It's been amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Let's welcome your champion of the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, Felipe Toledo.
I'm just really happy. I wish my family was here, my kids. You know, always hard to spend my birthday with them, but yeah, I know they're really happy right now.
With the win, Felipe Toledo takes the rankings lead for the first time this season. Kanoa Igarashi falls to 2nd, and John Florence moves up to 3rd as the tour heads to Margaret River.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
After 4 events, the tour heads west to the Margaret River Pro. For some, this will be the end of the road.
Everybody can feel it, knowing that their job could be on the line.
It's all fun and games until we start losing surfers on the CT.
For others, it is only the start.
Tyler Wright is back in a big way, just looking so confident.
Keeping herself above the cut line.
The road to the Rip Curl WSL Finals rolls on in the next episode of WSL Presents.
Oh my God.
The takeoff.
Full airdrop into a huge carve.